Namaste, my wonderful Virgo friends. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn. I'm a counseling psychologist, a hypnotherapist, and an intuitive tarot reader. I blend both my spiritual insight and psychological interpretation in my readings. Today, you're not here by chance because the Spirit has something important to reveal to you this week. So let's begin by clearing this space and releasing all negative energies. Okay, now I'm going to invite your spirit guides, your higher self, and your ancestors to be present during this reading. Now, the sound may be a little loud for some of you, so please turn down the volume. Okay, so let's begin. I'm going to start the reading by calling upon a spirit guide from the ocean. Okay, so it's basically an ocean wisdom oracle card, and let's see what is coming your way. Okay, this wants to come. You have the lost civilization. Okay, you have a lost civilization. Let's read the card. Find inspiration in collective vision and let the synergy of community guide your path. So let's read that again. Find inspiration in collective vision and let the synergy of community guide your path. So, my wonderful Virgo friends, I'm not sure whether you're struggling on your own, all right, or someone is not helping you. So, the card is trying to ask you to go out of the box and see whether you can get any other resources from the community, and they are the one who's going to guide your path. Maybe you are very isolated. I feel that you do not have the capacity to to mingle, or maybe you are in some kind of a community or something, but then there is not a lot of help is given, so you are kind of stagnant, unable to move. I don't know, but the card here from the ocean is trying to tell you, maybe you need to go out to find the inspiration, and that can lead you to your life purpose. Maybe you're stuck with your life purpose. Okay, so I don't know. So let's see what the tarot cards has to say for this. So maybe we can have a better understanding from the tarot card. Okay, so okay, that's a lot of them, so I cannot take that. Okay, so let's see what we have. Interesting. Okay, right. This is very interesting cards you have here. Okay, so I now gather why this is coming up. Okay, I did mention that you might be in a kind of a environment where there is no help is given to you. So let's look at it. So you have 5 of Wands, you have 6 of Swords, and you have 9 of Cups. Okay, so in just a moment we will dive deeper into the readings and see what other message or guidance the cards wish to share with us. Okay, before I begin, my wonderful Virgo friends, please remember this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And also, it will be great if you can help me grow my channel by liking it, subscribing it, and by sharing the videos. So, let's begin. Now, when I started with this, the oracle card, when they were saying that, try to find some inspiration in the collective vision, that clearly indicates that the current situation that you are in right now, or maybe that just happened, you are in a lot of chaos. Okay, now 5 is a lot of chaos, a lot of conflict, and there is no unity. All right. Now, if you really look at it, this card is more of an action-oriented card. So if you really look at this card, everyone is like, there's no help. They are all fighting with each other to only gain what they want. There is no unity here. There's no teamwork here. All right. Everyone seems to be sabotaging each other, and this guy is almost falling, but there is no help. He's turning away. I don't care. I want to reach the top. Okay. Maybe you are in a situation or in a job or in an environment that is no unity, there's no love, no one is in the same page, everybody is in a different page. So you don't know what is your life path, and you're not getting proper guidance. You don't know what to do next. You're very stuck. Okay, you're very stagnant. So the oracle card is asking you to deep dive and go to the outer world, the outer society. Maybe you can get more information from there, right? Because there is no help. I can sense there's a lot of arguments going in there. There seems to be a lot of a tension, okay, within everyone around you. And so much so you are so very confused and very lost, okay, and you're feeling very down, okay. That clearly indicates your next card. Okay, 6 is all about problem solving. All right, now because there is no unity, there is no togetherness, you're finding very difficult to solve a problem that you're having at hand. You don't know how to move. Okay, there is no proper communication. Everyone is doing what they are doing, and you seem to be very stranded, in the middle of the sea. Okay, you don't know whether to jump or just to stay in the boat. Now, the boat is a symbol of transformation, sailing, journey. Okay, but you are unable to move, in your journey, because there is so much of conflict and disagreements and lack of communication and what's not. So you're pretty much very isolated, okay, and you feel probably choked, by nature, my wonderful Virgo friends. You're highly practical, and you are one person who loves to do things very quietly, and also sometimes you can be a perfectionist. All right, now, because you are so perfectionist and there is no help from you, you don't know what to do. Okay, but remember, okay, some of them, if you can see all these eagles or hawk or whatever you call it, or crows, okay, they are not there. Okay, they are actually flying away, just like this, they're running away. Okay, so you kind of left to do what you want to do, which is pretty good. Okay, so I take this as, even though you are in a solitude, you are in a sea that is rocking, but it has not overturned. I see that if you're able to clear your head and find your resources from elsewhere, okay, I feel that you are able to move. Okay, you will be in a more calmer waters, and you will have a lot of positive change you'll be able to make. And the reason why I'm saying that is because your next card is full of promises. Okay, there's going to be a fulfillment. Look at this card. Okay, yellow is equated with a lot of happiness and cheerfulness, right? And look at her. She is just jumping. There's a lot of treasure here, okay? And she got all these bowls that she just throwing it up and like, yes, okay, I am happy because the sun is shining. There's so much of happiness. There's a lot of wealth, okay? Cups are full of emotions, Okay, they deal with a lot of emotions. You are very intuitive. Okay, there's going to be a lot of love coming your way. So I foresee that, you can get this done. Okay, your wishes are going to come through. You're going to be so content with your life. You're going to be so satisfied. Okay, I see achievements, success. Okay, everything that you wished for is coming. But you might want to not just look. Okay, remember, if you look at it, all this is at the back. They are the past. Okay, don't worry about the past. Don't look back. Look forward. Okay, look forward. Gain your resources from somewhere else. Okay, but also be careful because there are a lot of untruth, resources online. Okay, so just be careful when you're sourcing online. I used to tell my students, I'm also a lecturer, I used to tell my students, don't go to a site that they just put in a lot of garbage. Okay, make sure it is authentic website, like the website that ends with org, that's organization, or health, or gov, which is the government sectors. Okay, so just be careful which website you're going, and also remember the gov, be careful because the v can look like a u. So be alert, keep your eyes open, and check. Once website you find resource, I want you to pull that out message and put in another resource to see whether it is authentic. I mean, most people now use ChatGPT, AI, Gemini, or what's not. There's so many AI bots are down there, so you can get your resources from there and not within, because these are past. Okay, they are trying to find their own wealth and success, so let it be. That is not your problem. You want to succeed, which I see you will. Okay, I see clearly you will, but it's all in your head. All right, I want you to see, these people are all running away, they're flying away, they're not in you, they are not in your boat. Okay, but you are trying to trap them. Yeah, so if I were you, I will try to find a lot of resources elsewhere, because once you are able to find that resources, you will help the wealth, you know uh, well-being, because this card also talks about material well-being. Yeah. So, my wonderful Virgo friends, okay, try, your message is pretty clear here. Okay. Don't look in the past, move forward, because everything is happening, the way you want. So, I'm going to pull out a surrender card, and let's see what surrender card comes your way, and see what you might need to do. Okay. Now, fear of intimacy. Now, the intimacy not necessarily has to be your loved one. Your intimacy could be with work, with your children. It's not necessarily has to be, sexual. Okay. But, it can be love of your goal, your passion, your dreams, children, partner, obviously, okay, career. So let's read what this card is trying to say to you. So you are ready to let love in. Okay, you're ready to let love in, but you are so crowded with this, past love, that you are unable to set it free. You can sail, you are in your boat, you are the captain of your ship. Okay, you can sail, it's up to you. You can let whatever be in your boat. You can throw away what you do not want. Okay, you are the captain. Now, compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. Okay, now the scarf she is wearing is very red, right? It's a passionate color. So passion, strength. Okay, so all is within you. They want you to open it up. So let's read that again one more time. Okay, you are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. So, my wonderful Virgo friends, maybe this week you might want to take, you know, shut down everything, isolate yourself, and see what you want to throw out of the boat and what you want to keep, and keep your heart and your mind open, and see, as reach out. Okay, reach out, because when you reach out, you find a lot of things. All right, I remember when I first came back, after my studies from overseas, I was like an alien in my own country. I didn't even know what to do. I don't know who to ask for help, because I was away for good 7 over years. And I was told, by my husband, that you need to do networking. I say, what in the world is networking? This was I'm talking about many years ago. And I was like, how am I going to do? I'm not a very good person to do networking. Okay. But that is what helped me in my career. All right. So I went to reach out, and not be in my cocoon. All right. I reached out. I find out more things. I meet a lot of people. Of course, I get sucked in here and there, but by God's grace, I was able to pull back. So I had a lot of misinformation, misguidance here and there, but it's okay. Don't worry too much about it, because that's what it's called, learning. All right. So, but I should say that because of that, I also got to meet a lot of good people that helped me in my, career journey. All right. So it's not that bad after all. So reach out. Now, you can also call upon an angel, okay, that you can for this week. Okay, so this angel wants to come out. Oh, look at that name. It's so beautiful. Maybe, someone looks like that. Okay, Teresa. Okay, does that ring your bell? Maybe you can go and ask them for help. Okay, now let's read. Time out. I just said that. Oh my God, Spirit, thank you so much. I just said, all right. Sorry, I'm shouting. I got excited. Okay, take a time out this week, okay, and isolate yourself, because you are too much in your head and you're too much in your heart, right? Take a time out. You are being so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself, all right? Because you are so busy running, okay, and helping and looking into, their circus, their party. You don't really belong to their party. Okay, you have your own party. You can have a party on your own. I do that sometimes, I swear to God. Okay, I do it. I just love being myself. Okay, for me time is really important. I just love to do a me time, and I always look forward for it. So I have a small mini party on my own, okay, buy biscuits and watch TV and cozy up myself. So yeah, so time for you to have a time out on your own, my wonder Virgo friends. Okay, maybe that will clear up a lot of things. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm also going to pull a charm for you. Okay, so I'm going to see what charm comes for you here. Okay, so I have I think it's called a fish. Looks like a fish. It reminds me of church. How the Good Friday, they have this, the fish. It reminds me of this Christian symbol here. Now, fish is abundance and prosperity. Okay, fish is abundance and prosperity. Now, fish also in Chinese culture, all right, they believe it's a lot of wealth and good luck. And also fish, if you eat fish, maybe you want to take care of yourself, all right, since they ask you to, have a lot of, take care of yourself, maybe you might want to include fish in your diet, okay? I also see, how during Good Friday, when Jesus was lifting up, there were just, some loaves of bread and some fishes, and then he putting up to the heaven, and, tons of fishes come out. So I feel, if you are able to lift it up to the universe, okay, just surrender yourself to the universe, surrender the fear of want to be, not to be with someone, but, you know, um, you are afraid that you will get hurt, okay, because you rather be in, with the same environment than to go out because you're afraid of something. Maybe you want to open your heart, okay, and just transfer it to the universe to help you and guide you. Okay, I hope that helps in what I'm trying to say. Maybe you want to take this week, and see how you're feeling and leave it to the universe, surrender to the universe, let the universe guide you. They are very good at, bringing you to the right place at the right time, because many things in my life has happened because the universe told me, you're not ready, you're not ready, you are ready, okay, that kind of stuff. So, my wonderful Virgo friends, this is your reading, and I truly hope you have enjoyed it. Now, the summary of this reading I have posted at the end of this video, so please take a moment to reflect on it. Now, if this reading resonated with you, please let me know in the comment section, as your insights might help others on their journey. Okay, so until the next reading, I'm sending you lots of love and light. Bye.